Integration was a hypocritical trick. Right. You all know you never intended to reconcile the differences between black and white. That's right. We fared better under segregation than we are faring under integration. Many of you in this room came from the South. Oh, it was rough down there. But look, we had our own bus company. That's right. That's right. Our own hotels, yes, sir. Motels, yes, sir. Filling stations. We had our own insurance company. That's right. Segregation forced us to do something for ourselves. But the moment they said we could spend our money with white folk, right, our bus companies folded, right, our filling station folded, right, our hotels closed down, our motels closed down, our restaurants closed down, our insurance companies got weaker. Right. We didn't gain. No, sir. The Jews gained. That's right. The sissies gained. Women gained. But the black people who fought and died with Dr. King, the little black brothers who threw Molotov cocktails and lit up these cities. Right. Right. What did you get from it? You got nothing. But your firebombs put black people on the newspapers, right, on television, in boardroom, and in white folk bedroom. Right. That's right.
Oh, so fabulous. Hi guys, welcome back to the channel once again. It's your girl Dumebi. If this is your first time coming across my channel, you're welcome. I do hope you decide to subscribe, and if you are a returning subscriber, you guys know that I love you. It's so good to have you here. Welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about this video that was made by this beautiful sister talking about black people integrating and the negative effects. Let me just go right ahead and play her clip.
I'm gonna say this, and I don't care if you agree with me or not, but we should have never integrated. We shouldn't have listened to Martin with his dream. And a lot of people might not understand what I'm saying. I don't even care at this point. We should have never integrated with them. Before we even got to this point, we was thriving before that. It was thriving. Like literally, we understood the value in keeping our dollar within our community, investing into our own banks, schools, hospitals, food, clothes, you know, all of that. All of that. And when we decided to integrate with these white folks and their culture and their way of living, their education, their medicine, their culture, their everything. Now we having identity problems with ourselves because we don't even know what our culture is. And then when you do speak up, like people like me or other beings that speak up about our culture, you want to get mad and be like, that's not of our culture. What do you know? What do you really know? Let's start asking those questions. Because I'm tired. I done had enough. I done seen enough to know what my culture is. I done seen enough to know what resonates with me. And I'm going to say it. We should never integrate it. Because now when we look outside our community, we got everybody race, everybody culture around us in our community but ours. You know what they associate with our culture? Drugs, gangs, violence. But when you look at other cultures where they got schools, they got these higher educations, they have the great medicines and great communication. Wake up, my people. Like, really wake up and start looking outside. If you really want to get here, go outside. Just look at your neighborhood. Like, go outside and just look at your neighborhood. Everything is there but your culture. Everything is there but your culture. The only thing is there is you. That's it. You trying to tell me y'all don't even be trying to find out a little bit about your culture? Y'all don't be trying. Y'all just get up, go outside, and just go on about your business. We should never integrate with them.
You guys can see how passionate and how sad that she looked, and I could feel the energy and I could kind of understand what she was saying. You know, there's definitely been a clear difference in the lifestyle, the culture, the mentality of black people. You know, it's so different now than what it was before integration, when black people knew that they had to do everything by themselves and for themselves, build their own communities and build wealth and, you know, basically build themselves up from nothing, when it was just black people during the time of segregation until integration happened. So there definitely is a clear difference in the way things are now for the black community, and she's pointing out the negative parts of it, right? Anyway, let's just go right ahead and play some stitches and responses to what she had to say.
We shouldn't have listened to Martin with his dream.
Oh no, sis, you hit the nail on the head. Martin also said that himself. I can't remember the exact quote, but he said something about leading us into a burning building, and then he was shot and killed.
We should have never integrated.
Go back and watch her video if you haven't seen it. I do agree with a lot of what she says. The thing is, we didn't have a choice but to integrate, mainly because ever since black people freed themselves from slavery, they were forced to do everything on their own. And when black people successfully did do everything on their own, make numerous amounts of towns up and down all around the country, systematically white people with their local government and the federal government took over our towns, burned them down, sunk them, bulldozed them to make highways, farmland that had many freaking different black families owning the land. Random white people would just show up, take over the land and kill them. We didn't have a choice. We've never had a break.
We should have never integrated.
The following message is for my European American friends and family who are conflicted by the message that you just heard. Your apathy in the face of the current events of injustice is what is driving that conclusion. We must now start seeing you organizing yourself to address the current events of injustice that is happening inside the United States of America. Anything short of that looks like complicity. There are no more excuses that you can put up. There are no more clear arguments that you can put up. You must begin choosing to act and organize European Americans to go on their healing journey. If you need guidance, please email me for my books.
And I don't care if you agree with me or not, but
girl, no, integration wasn't the problem. We fumbled the bag. A certain segment of men thought integration meant to integrate their bloodlines. And then we had the twin flames of the crack epidemic and rap music, which seemed to celebrate the worst stereotypes about us. If it wasn't for black women getting those degrees, and I even will credit social media, we would still be much further behind. And the people who went through Jim Crow are still living. This old lady at my church said she was 8 months pregnant and the courthouse didn't have a colored restroom. At 8 months pregnant, she and her husband had to go outside to relieve themselves. So integration wasn't perfect. Dr. King wasn't perfect, but you ain't got to be perfect to be used. So I will always respect Dr. King and that generation of black men who understood the assignment.
You know, hearing everything that everyone has said, I'm just going to ask some questions, and I want us to drop the comment in the comment section. Let's have a discussion. These are my questions. What was the attitude and the culture and the lifestyle and the mentality of black people before integration? Then the second question is, what were the things that changed about black people after integration happened? And were they negative? Were they positive? And then the last question I want to ask is, because the lady that you were talking about her video today kept emphasizing on black people losing their culture as a result of integration. So I want to ask, what aspects of black culture was lost as a result of integration? Let us know. But me, from the outside looking in, just like I saw one black comedian say before, integration is supposed to be a two-way street.
You know what? I never understood this integration thing, because integration is a two-way street, right? It's like sex. Both parties must be willing, right? You should all say yes, consent must be sought. Both parties must be willing, because even white people must want to be integrated with, right? It's a very well documented fact that when black people move into a white neighborhood, white people leave. And they don't even call it migration, they call it white flight. Which means white people got up one morning, they looked outside and they saw black people. They were like, darling, the black people are here. Get the baby, come on, let's go. Oh, fuck the baby. Let's go. And black people are like, no, guys, wait. We're not here for revenge.
If black people wanted to integrate with white people, the only way it would have been successful and peaceful and productive would have been if white people also wanted to integrate with black people. That way, the two communities and the two races would have successfully created a blend, right? Because when one side wants it, they just want equality to be treated fairly, they want to be integrated into society, and the other side does not want it. It's just like you forcing yourself on someone. It's like you forcing yourself into a marriage. Yeah, they might sign the dotted lines and you guys might become a couple on paper, but it does not mean that they're going to perform their duties as a spouse to you, right? So you can force a horse to the stream, but you can't make it drink water. And I think that is what is happening in America right now, because yes, integration has happened, but still there are a lot of things that black people are still having to fight for. So at the end of the day, was the integration as successful and as positive as black people were envisioning it and expecting it to be? Has the integration done us more good or more harm? And then I also saw a comment in her comment section of someone saying that before integration, black people had their own communities, and because they had their communities, it was easier for palm-colored folks who didn't like black people to be able to isolate them as targets and destroy these towns. So because of integration now, it kind of allows black people to be in society and harder for them to be able to isolate and attack black people. So what do you guys think about this? Is it true? Has integration in some kind of way protected black people from being isolated and our towns destroyed? You guys also let me know what you think about that in the comment section. So I'll be wrapping up this video here. Let's just have a conversation in the comment section. I appreciate all the comments you guys drop. You guys are so patient and so kind with your words, and I'm always excited whenever you guys give me videos to watch or books to read or stuff like that, because I enjoy the research and learning more about our people. I'm so grateful for all the interactions and all the support on my channel. So I'll be wrapping up this video here. Please, you guys, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.